this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll set up a throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw.
That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. Able to get away. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Trying to run for it with Pollard. Runs through the contact. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tony Pollard taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Texans will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Is good. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Strong running at the 30. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Off the option, here's Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
40 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish. Options galore here, second and a few inches.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And the stop here will come at the 30.
Show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Got an open man, it's Schwartz.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Anthony Schwartz.
23 yards for the touchdown. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, Tremont Smith. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cannon Farley. And the Titans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Willis. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Titans on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now back to throw. And incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to try and go deep again. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
2nd and 11. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Henry again on 2nd down.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Got a man. It's Schwartz complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl.
53.
To throw on 2nd down, Willis. He finds his man, complete. It's Gray. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play that time for the Titans. Throwing on first down. Willis. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
The extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right?
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll look to throw now on first down. Going up top. This is intercepted.
Picked off by Christian Fulton.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They begin with Henry. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away.
Here's Smith to return it.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and 14. And incomplete on the deep ball. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception. He had nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Off play action. Willis. They'll roll him out right.
He'll find Schwartz complete right side.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Running from the gun with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry as time expires in the first half.
And the Titans continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. An extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Off the play fake, Willis.
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Willis.
This will go to Henry out wide.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. 53. Mike 53.
off play action. Willis. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Nagar's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced to be taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Second and 5. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Trying to improvise. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. On 1st down, Henry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 93 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Derrick Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum.
Touchdown, Titans! Anthony Schwartz with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on.
Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. That catch good for only a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Titans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Schwartz. And he will score. Touchdown,
Anthony Schwartz.
Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And this Titan offense is running away with this one.
An extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just...
And the Titan defense steps up here and down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Not much there, only a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. He'll buy some time right. He finds his man complete. It's Schwartz. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Trying to punch it in with Henry. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Nagar now for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. They go play action here on 1st down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this when I think that part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Christian Fulton.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Here's a 2nd and 7. Forced out to his left.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 73 yards. And the Texans are able to make things a bit more respectable. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn.